Hey everyone, as most of you know, we recently did a contest with this Apollo Tactical compound bow, and I'm finally getting to the review. What I want to do is kind of go over what the whole kit is, what the compound bow is, my experience level, and all of that stuff. This case right here, this quiver does come with the bow case, but this case is an extra case of arrows, which is pretty neat, and I want to talk about that as well. But what I'm going to go through for the main part is what's included with the bow, what parts are on the bow, what's included in the case, and even some footage of me shooting the bow. So let's clear all of this off and we'll get into what the compound bow is and what's in the package. All right, so first off, let me explain a little bit about my experience level and how I got this and all of that before I get into what's on this bow. I recently, like I said, we did this contest, and I recently had the opportunity from Aaron to do a little bit of a trading for this. So I got this compound bow, then he actually sent me the arrows, the extra arrows as well. But I'm not a real expert at compound bows, so if you've got any technical questions about the cams or sighting it in, all of that stuff, while I do have maybe some of those answers, I don't want to be definitive because there's guys out there that know a whole lot more about this than me. I've been shooting bows for a couple years now, and I started with the longbow that I built, and I've got the crossbow, but I don't have a lot of experience with compound bows because it just was one reason or another I never got one, and I think it's because they just look a little too complicated. They look lots of adjustments, lots of tweaks to kind of cater it to your needs. But this bow right here actually is really easy, and I'm glad that I got a hold of Aaron and we figured this out, because it's a lot easier than what I was making it out to be. Especially with this bow, being that you can adjust the weight, you can adjust your draw length. This bow will go from 19 inches to 30 inches depending on your draw length. And like I said, the technical questions, how you figure out your draw length without going to a shop is kind of out of my field right now. But mine is set right now. This is set to 28 inches, which is my pull length with the arrow release aid. Without that, it's about 27, give or take a little bit. This also is adjustable from 15 pounds to 70 pounds, which brings it up to 300 feet per second at full strength. So this is why I think this was so perfect for me, because it allows me to learn how to shoot it, do some target practice at a lower poundage. Right now I have this set at 45 pounds. So it's not full strength at all, but I can shoot it 20, 30 times without now that I'm getting my muscles worked up, it shoots a lot. It's easier to shoot, and I can increase that poundage fairly easily. Just adjust these to, if you're going to do it one turn, make sure you turn one turn for both of them. If you do mess that up, you can always just tighten these all the way back in to where they're even, and then adjust those one per time. Along with that, these cams are easily adjusted to your draw weight or draw length, like I said, with just an Allen head wrench, and the same with these. And that Allen head wrench, I'll get into what's included with the kit, but that's in there as well. This kit is basically everything you need to go out hunting, to go out to the range, do what you want. You don't have to buy anything else. It's absolutely perfect. Also with this, it's got the balance right here and the string dampener. It's also got some vibration dampeners along here as well, and it's a really smooth, I'm not going to dry fire this, but it's a really smooth pull, really smooth shot. It doesn't, especially with the arrow release, my crossbow, it's like a gun, kind of the trigger, you'd get hesitant with this. It's such a light trigger with that trigger pull, or even if you're taking your hand and you just let go like that, it's nice and smooth. The sight right here is a 5-pin sight, which is included with the bow as well. This, as soon as I've got some video footage of me shooting the bow. This was a couple weeks ago, and I was going to go out and shoot some more now that I've gotten better at it, but the weather out there just won't allow me to. It's snowing, and I'm not afraid to go out in the snow, but I don't want to take the cameras out there. So the accuracy on these shots that I'm taking is not the bow itself. It's my inexperience with this bow. But I have gotten a lot better. I shoot 20, 30 times a day over the last week or so, and I've actually kind of got it, and to the point where I can start sighting these in. And again, these are just adjusted by Allen wrenches too. It's got the D-loop already hooked in. It's got the Peep Sight already hooked in, which is really nice. I know some people don't use the Peep Sight. I like it a lot because it allows you, once you pull this back, it allows you to line up that Peep Sight with your main sight and really get a straight shot. And then after you get used to it, then you can move these pins and find out 20 yards, 30 yards, 40 yards, however you want to do it. It also comes included with the whisker biscuit here, and everything, like I said, everything's just set up. Everything's ready to go. You know, everything slides really well, really good. So, good quality bow. I mean, this is becoming has become my favorite bow, because the longbow takes a lot of talent and a lot to work it to get it right. It's really fun, but it takes a lot of skill. The crossbow, almost a little bit too easy, because once you get it sighted in, it's dead on every time, which is cool and fun. But like I said, with that trigger, you can kind of get off because you're hesitating a little bit, or you're anticipating that trigger pull, and it can knock you off. Whereas this one is a combination of both. It does take some skill to get that perfect shot, but at the same time, it's not too easy. So I'm totally going to get into compound bows now. I don't know why I waited so long. I wish I didn't. But this one especially is just super easy to use. You don't have to go to the pro shop, anything like that. So let's get into the case and see what's all included with this bow set. All right, so here's the package opened up, and this is kind of big, so I hope you can all see everything. Back here, you got the arrows, which I've got them in the quiver right now. So, but this is full. It's got 6 field tips and 6 broad tips, 2 different kinds. You can kind of see on there. You got the silver ones along with the black ones here. But it's also got the instructions, and these are pretty cool, just explaining to you why not to dry fire it. Also explains to you how to adjust the cams for your draw length, and also the limbs for the pull weight. Along with everything else that comes in here, you've got this quiver that attaches really easily. You slide it on and you flip that latch and everything attaches, and you're good to go. And it also comes with the stand that you saw in the beginning, just a 3-point stand. That way you don't have to kind of put it down, find a spot every time. You can just lay it on a flat surface. Really convenient. It's got the Allen head wrench set, the archery set for you to adjust everything on the bow. I'm not adjusting a whole lot on this. The only things I'm adjusting are the weight, the draw length, and the pins on the sight to make sure that everything's good. Other than that, you shouldn't have to do anything. But cool to have. Also some bowstring wax to keep your bow nice and conditioned. It's got the arrow release aid, which is really nice. I'm practicing with both just the finger release and with this arrow release. This is really nice because it's basically a hair trigger. When you're pulling the bow back, you should always keep your finger behind there. I do anyway. That way you don't accidentally hit that and your arrow goes flying off. I've done that. But these are really neat. And it also comes with an extra buckle, just in case one of these here falls off. Haven't had that issue. I suppose other people have, but I haven't. It's a nice padded case. Once everything's sealed down, it's got the Velcro that seals this bow down really well, so it's not going to move anywhere. But once everything's sealed down, and I don't have it sealed down, so I'm not going to close it. Everything's closed, everything's sealed, nothing moves. It's really nice and tight. So really cool compound bow package. Aaron at Apollo Tacticals offered a $50 discount to anybody who, you can either go on Amazon or their website, apollo-tactical.com. Then you can get the links to the website. Also, I'll have that underneath this video as well. But he's offered a $50 discount for anybody who purchases one of these through or because of this video. If you just use the promo code GRAYMAN, GRAYMAN, you'll get $50 off on these. Like I said, I'll be doing more videos in the future. I'm going to do a video about what the differences are between the compound bow, the crossbow, and the regular longbow that I made, and why I just love this one. I haven't ever turkey hunted, but I think with this, over this winter, I'm going to practice, and we'll see if I get to that point. But just a fun bow. I can't believe I waited so long to get a compound bow, but really going to be my bow of choice from now on. I'm still going to try to learn that, still try to quote unquote master that, but this compound bow package is really cool. But like I said, all the links are below the video. You can subscribe to the channel. That would be great. And remember to use the promo code GRAYMAN, GRAYMAN, at checkout at Apollo Tactical. We'll talk to everybody later.